Today we're going to be seeing if we can fix my Fiesta's annoying handbrake issue. So yeah, we're going to be fixing my annoying handbrake issue. Hopefully it's not the actual handbrake cord, it's the drums. I'm going to explain why, but first of all, this is what I mean. Handbrake on. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be seeing if I can fix that. So what have I actually bought to try and fix the issue? Well, these are new rear brake drums, and they already come with a bearing pushed in, which is quite good. They're a little bit more expensive because of that, but I think it will save time, and I know that it's been done properly. Yeah, basically like I just said, drums on the car are 200,000 miles. I should have changed them really when I did the shoes, and I think that's the issue. The shoes aren't expanding far enough when I pull the handbrake to engage with the drum, because the drum also wears down as well. 200,000 mile drums, about 5,000 miles handbrake shoes. We're going to try it. We're going to see. So let's jack the car up, get the wheels off, and go from there. First of all, I started slackening off the hub nuts on the rear with a 30mm socket. This is way easier when the car is on the ground. Then I take off the wheel. Rear drums and shoes work by the shoes expanding into the drum when the brake pedal is pressed and the car is in motion. They are a cheaper design for most cars' rear brakes, but are way less efficient when hot than conventional disc and pad setups. And like I've already said, mine are almost 200,000 miles, so it's time for an upgrade. I take the 30mm hub nut off, then make sure to release the handbrake. Make sure the wheel spins, and then just simply pull. Well, when I say simply, these can get stuck on, so hit it with a hammer, pull, try to get a screwdriver in between the drum and the heat shield to pry it forward. Seem to be the only options on this car if you don't have a slide hammer. Eventually the drum will come off though. This is the shoes, which you can see are practically brand new. So to adjust the shoes back, turn the dial with either a screwdriver or pliers until they are wound back. So here is a comparison of the new and old drums, and as you can see there's a clear lip on the old ones. I'll put a new ABS ring on, and be careful with these as they are fragile. Give the bearing some grease and the stubby hub. Then slide the drum on. So the shoes aren't back far enough, so I'll wind them back some more, and then you can try again. It should spin freely with the slightest hint of contact. The shoes need a tiny bit more adjustment. And this is perfect, however I can still turn it with the handbrake on, which isn't looking promising. I reattached the hub nut, gave the wheel nuts a polish while they're off, put my spigot rings back on, and then I can put the wheel back on. Right, now it's time for the other side, which to be fair, the handbrake seems to be working here. Still, I need to change the drums regardless, so off comes the wheel. Then again, fight with the drum using 2 screwdrivers to pry it off. This is a good option. This one really needed doing. Look at that bearing, that is completely knackered. I put the ABS ring on the drum. Using this piece of wood you can put them on with equal force.
lube up the stubby hub, then put your new drum on. They need some more adjustment. Annoyingly, the handbrake seems to be working fine on this side.
So guys, after all that, the handbrake is still, it's just not tight enough. You can still turn the passenger side wheel a tiny amount. The driver's side is fine. To be honest with you, the driver's side felt fine before I changed the drum. So I think the problem lies here still on the passenger side. Now, I called my uncle, who's a bit of a guru when it comes to stuff like this, been working on cars for a long time, knows little tips and tricks to try. And in here, this is the main handbrake cable coming from the car, and then it runs into this little sort of junction bit here, and then into the drum there. So this piece here was really loose, and when you pulled the handbrake, it was actually almost wanting, it wasn't completely going, but it was sliding through this little U-clip here. So he told me to sort of clean this out, but I don't think that would have made any difference because it was wanting to go through. But I've wrapped a cable tie around it and pulled the handbrake on, and now that is completely solid. So it was actually probably the issue all along, because this side was spinning even with the handbrake on, that side didn't appear to be. But we've got new drums on now, which is going to increase braking efficiency. They look a lot better, and the handbrake now works, so a win-win. I'm going to put the wheels back on, and yeah, we'll see how she works when I'm in the car. This is the joys of working on cars from the United Kingdom after winter, just caked in mud everywhere you look. And that brake line there is barely a year old, and already look at that. It's just terrible. Stop salting the roads, council. So, has changing the drums fixed the handbrake problem? In a word, no. No, it hasn't. The car still rolls on hills, which is really, really annoying. So I'm sort of thinking that maybe, yeah, the handbrake cable is stretched. But I forget, this car is at 198,851 miles currently. You know, like, just changing the drums might not, it was sort of an easy try. The drums kind of probably did need doing. The brakes do feel really nice now, like the car stops a hell of a lot better. But yeah, the handbrake, it just doesn't grip enough. You can feel the car ever so slightly rolling, and eventually it builds momentum, it just goes. So yeah, we're gonna get a handbrake cable, I think, and I'll probably do a video on that. So if you want me to do a video on that, leave a comment, like, and I'll make one in the future. But yeah, use this as a guide if you want to change the drums on the Fiesta. Not a massive job on these, to be honest with you, pretty simple. But yeah, as always guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, cheers.